What happens when family crosses the line of love, even coming within inches of being caught in the act? This is my story, one I've never told a soul until now. I'll tell you right now. 8 years had turned us into strangers. I flew across oceans for college, then chased jobs from city to city. Mom dragged me west after the divorce. Ethan stayed east with Dad. Contact thinned to birthday texts and Christmas cards, polite ghosts of the bond we once shared. When Mom's voice cracked over the phone, "Come home, it's been too long." I booked the ticket. I didn't expect Ethan at the station. He leaned against the old pickup, taller, shoulders broader, sunlight glinting in his hair. Those amber eyes were the same, but now they read every secret in me. "Emma," he said, and it was like hearing my name in a language I'd forgotten but somehow understood. "Ethan, you look..." I hesitated, searching for something safe. "Different." The hug was meant to be casual. It wasn't. His arms locked around my waist, my cheek pressed to the steady thud of his heart. Cedar and engine oil clung to his shirt. Something inside me tilted, irreversible. That afternoon, Mom called from the kitchen. "Emma, go with Ethan and help clean out your old room. It's time we got rid of some of that clutter." The room was a time capsule, faded posters, stacks of books, and dust that caught in the sunlight. Ethan leaned against the doorway, smirking. "Looks like you never really left." We sifted through boxes, trading stories. I told him about living in London, the bitter winters, the job that almost broke me. He spoke about fixing up Dad's workshop, the long drives to the coast. We laughed more than I expected. Then it happened. A small cardboard box tipped over, spilling its contents. A plastic tiara, a paper bouquet, and a wrinkled note in a child's handwriting. "When we grow up, I'll marry you." My cheeks burned instantly. I remembered it all, the silly game of bride and groom, how we'd made a pact, our tiny hands clasped in solemn promise. Back then, it was innocent. Now, the air felt heavier, charged. Ethan picked up the tiara, turning it in his hands. "Guess I broke the promise," he said softly. But his eyes, they didn't look like he'd forgotten. Night walk to the old park. Moonlight silvered the oak where we'd carved E+E, inside a lopsided heart. His hand brushed mine, once, twice, then stayed. He stopped beneath the branches. "Emma," the word trembled. I looked up, the space between us dissolved. His lips were warm, tentative, then certain. My fingers curled into his jacket. His palm cupped my jaw like I was something fragile and forbidden. We broke apart gasping. Neither of us apologized. The house was silent. Hallway light slipped under my door. A soft knock. Ethan slipped in, hair tousled, eyes black with intent. He didn't speak. The door clicked shut. Shadows swallowed us. His mouth found mine again, hungry, no hesitation. My back met the wall. His hands slid under my shirt, calluses dragging over skin until I arched into him. The bed welcomed us with a sigh. Sheets tangled around hips, breaths mingled, bodies learned each other in slow, deliberate strokes. He slid into me as if he'd always belonged there, every movement steady, deep, making me bite my lip to stay quiet. His hand pinned mine above the pillow, fingers laced, holding a wordless vow. After, he pressed his forehead to mine, breath hot on my cheek. We didn't say, "This is wrong." We didn't need to. Morning light was merciless. He was gone, but the sheets still held his warmth, his scent on my skin. At breakfast, our eyes met across the table. His calm, mine panicked. Fingers brushed under the napkin, sparking like static. We moved through the day like actors in an unrehearsed play. Every glance a memory, every accidental touch a promise. The hunger sharpened, edged with fear. We weren't finished, we were only beginning. Ethan came for the weekend to visit Mom and me, toolbox in hand for yard work. The small shed behind the house smelled of damp earth and fresh-cut grass. Afternoon sun slipped through the slats, striping his forearms as he bent over the lawnmower. I handed him a wrench. Our fingers tangled, skin sliding, reluctant to part. He stepped in, pinning me against the scarred wooden wall. His mouth found the pulse beneath my jaw, slow, deliberate, teeth grazing just enough to break my breath. My spine met the workbench. His hips followed, trapping me. He tugged my shorts down, fingers tracing the thin fabric beneath until I trembled. I wrapped my arms around his neck, pulling him down. He lifted me onto the bench, shorts pooling at my ankles, then slid into me, slow, deep, each thrust matching our heartbeats, forcing me to bite his shoulder to stay silent. A car at the gate, Mom calling for keys. Ethan's hand clamped over my mouth, thumb stroking my lower lip, eyes dark with warning. We froze, him still inside me, hearts drumming in sync. Mom poked her head in, asked a question, left. The door shut. His grip softened into a caress. He resumed the slow rhythm, eyes locked on mine, until I came apart in his arms, silent and fierce. A summer storm hit without warning. Power died. Candles flickered. Mom had gone to bed. Ethan's fingers closed around my wrist, pulse racing under his thumb. He pulled me up the attic stairs, rain lashing the tin roof like frantic code, cedar and damp wool. Lightning carved his silhouette, shoulders, throat, the sharp line of hips beneath soaked cotton. We sank into quilts. His hand slid under my shirt, calluses dragging over ribs, thumbs circling until I arched. He peeled my shirt off, mouth following, wet kisses down my sternum, tongue flicking the hollow between my breasts, then lower, making me gasp. I stripped his shirt, nails raking his back. He settled over me, sliding in with one deep stroke that made me clutch his shoulders. We moved with the rain, slow, then fast, then slow again, relearning how to breathe. Footsteps on the stairs, Mom's voice. Ethan's hand stilled over my heart, his forehead pressed to mine, breath ragged. The steps paused, retreated. Silence rushed back, heavier. He shifted between my thighs, resuming the slow, deep rhythm until I trembled beneath him, quilts soaked with our breath. Mom's friend lent us the lakeside cabin to clear your heads, just us, water, pines. We lied to ourselves. First night, the dock creaked under bare feet. Moonlight glazed the lake. I sat behind him, arms around his waist, lips brushing his nape. He turned, mouths met, lazy, then ravenous. My hand slipped under his shirt, nails raking abs. He groaned into my mouth. I shifted forward. He pulled me onto his lap, skirt bunched at my hips, sliding into me on the cool wood, slow, deep, each thrust rippling the water below. His hands guided my hips, eyes never leaving mine in the moonlight. Headlights swept the dirt road. We froze, him still inside me, half undressed. The car passed. Darkness folded us back. Ethan's shaky laugh against my collarbone. We continued until dawn, slow as waves, until we both unraveled in silence. Thanksgiving chaos upstairs. Mom sent us for wine. Bottom shelf, hurry. The cellar stairs groaned. Bare bulb, stone walls sweating cold. Ethan shut the door. The click echoed like a heartbeat. He backed me against the racks. Bottles clinked as my shoulders met glass. His mouth was on mine, cranberry and desperation. His hands shoved my skirt higher, thumbs tracing lace, then slipping beneath, making me gasp. My legs wrapped his waist. He lifted me, sliding into me between the shelves, slow, deep, each thrust making the bottles tremble. I bit his lip to stay quiet. Mom's voice drifted down. Kids? Ethan's palm covered my mouth, fingers splayed across my cheek, eyes locked, dark, feral. I nodded. He called up, steady. Found it! Footsteps faded. He didn't remove his hand. His hips rolled once, slow, then deeper, until I shuddered in his arms, the racks shaking like a heartbeat. Winter break, house packed with relatives. We mapped the blind spots. Laundry room, 3 a.m., dryer tumbling, warm cotton masking soft skin slaps, my back against the vibrating machine, him sliding in from behind, hands circling front, fingers teasing until I bit his shoulder to stay quiet. Garage at dawn, frost on windows, breath fogging as he pressed me to Mom's car, lifting one leg, sliding in slow, deep, eyes meeting in the misty mirror. Behind the Christmas tree, needles pricking bare skin, fairy lights blinking, him seated, me on his lap, slow, deep rhythm, his palm over my mouth as I came apart in silence. Each near miss was foreplay, each escape, a brand. Final night, snow falling thick as secrets, everyone asleep. Ethan slipped in, snow melting in his hair, eyes luminous in the dark. He lifted the covers, slid behind me, skin to skin. He lifted my hip, slid in from behind, slow, deep, each thrust matching our heartbeats. His hands circling front, fingers teasing until I trembled beneath him. Dawn crept gray through the curtains. He pressed his lips to the hollow beneath my ear and stayed. Morning would come. It always did. But the line we'd crossed was the only map we followed. And as the clock struck, he whispered, soft enough for the wind to carry, loud enough to etch into bone, "I love you, Emma?" I didn't answer him. I only pulled him closer, letting the snow keep falling, letting the question hang like breath between us, unresolved, unending.